Well, I think it's finally springtime here in Pennsylvania. The leaves are on the trees, the grass is green and tall, and the lake should have warmed up by now. This is Marsh Creek again. I just spent the last 4 or 5 days in Canada, and I come back here and it's spring is well into it here. So I'm going down here, one of my favorite spots on Marsh Creek, and that I've been to a couple times this year and got nothing. But the bass should be in the shallows here now, and I'm going to throw a buzz bait and crankbait and a couple other things I got, spinner baits. And today we're going to get a couple fish, or I'll be darned. Maybe even a muskie. So, hey, let's see what happens. Here we go. Hang on. Right down here, and I can see a bass out here about 12 inches. Some sunfish. So the fish are in the shallows here, folks. Oh, there's 2 bass there now, so they're obviously on a nest. I'm not going to pull any fish off a nest today. I got 2 bass here I'm chasing in the shallows. One of them is pretty good size, the other one is much bigger. That are obviously on their beds or making them. One of them is up here in the shallow. You can just about see him over near that stick up. The other one's out here someplace. He went and didn't come back right away. I'm going to try to sneak in a little closer here. He's coming through the weeds right here. These are nice big fish. Wiggle, wiggle, come on. Fantastic. Here he comes. Getting closer. He's getting braver. He's getting braver. Where's that other one at? We'll take a break on him a minute. And see if this other one comes back. The other one was quite a bit bigger. Here comes the other one. Here comes the other one now out of the shadows. He's 10 feet ahead of me, 10 feet ahead of the camera. Coming around to the other one. Now there's 3 of them. Oh no, this one, no, there's 2. Where's this other big one? The small one is the one closest to the camera. I'm going to try putting the camera down in the nest and then backing off and see if they can come to it. And there's the camera. I'm going to back off here and see if they come right in. We got the nest there, camera right there. Never remember if it's on or not. Here he comes right in the nest. Look at that. That's going to be a good shot. That's going to be a pretty good shot. No doubt we ought to be getting some pretty good film here. Here he comes back one more time and then we'll go get the camera. There he is. Do not touch that camera. Exactly, attracted to that red flash now. Okay. Get away from it. At least you can carry, but we'll go get the camera. I wish they both would come in there. It just seems like the only one coming in is the little one. Okay. Yeah. Okay. How's that? Put that camera right down on the nest. Alright, hope you enjoy that one. Shallow water, 8 inches deep. They're in there. One thing about Marsh Creek in the spring, the water goes from almost too cold to touch to where you could really go swimming. I've had my arm and hand in the water, you know, for minutes on end there filming these fish, and definitely doesn't bother me at all. So, I don't know what the temperature is, but it's in the 60s for sure. I'm going to try to get a few others here and we'll go from there. That bass was nice though, wasn't it? All right, hang in there. We'll get a few more here. Quick cast with a spinnerbait, and I got a really big bass on here. Look at him. Beautiful bass. A beauty. Look at this guy. Look at him. Look at him. Beautiful bass. Beautiful. A little more. And we'll get him off. Okay. Let's get him off the hook here. Let's get him off. That's a dandy. That's a dandy. This fish was not on his nest. He was out there in the middle in the open water. So no fear there. Probably a 2.5, 3 pound fish. Not too bad. Okay, get back in there. Alright. See you later. That was a pretty nice one. That was some good time there. I started out this morning figuring I'd be basically fishing for these bass and whatever. But as I started walking up along the shoreline, it became obvious, number one, that I didn't have the right baits, and number two, that they weren't going to bite anyway. They were there, they're definitely in the shallows, so I started getting some underwater film. Hopefully that turned out pretty good, and I'll put that together, and everybody can enjoy that. A little something different. It was fun to do. And I kind of enjoyed that more than catching them. Although on that one cast with the spinnerbait, I did get that 2.5, 3 pounder. So that kind of put the icing on the cake. And I'm going to wrap it up for now and get back home. So here I go.